The Dode Fox Podcast.
Hello and welcome to the Dode Fox Podcast. I'm Ronnie, he's Paul. And if you'd offered up 5 points for 9 before the Motherwell game last week, I reckon we might have all taken it. Like, subscribe, click your notification bell on YouTube. Support the pod, buy me a coffee.com/Dode Fox Podcast. Listen and get more info at dodefoxpodcast.com. And follow us on social media. We're at Dode Fox Podcast.
Coming up on this week's episode, the week that was, Celtic and Hibs review, good, bad and ugly, Aberdeen preview, loan report, women's team, academy lads, the Tannadice Test, and on this day with the Arab Archive. It's all coming up on episode 315 of the Dode Fox Podcast.
Hi, I'm Archie Meekison, and you're listening to the Dode Fox Podcast.
It's young Arch in the house as Paul just gets the celebrations chocolate out the camera shot.
It's that time of year. It's that time of year.
Yeah. Welcome back to the award-winning Dode Fox Podcast. With doing the ironing, stark bollock naked is my thing, Paul McNichol. And that's an image I did not really want. Ronnie Costello. Interestingly, I believe that happens when even guests are in news. What could possibly have come of that?
This is a nonsense. Once more, this intro that you have typed this week is a nonsense, Ron.
I also wrote...
That's a dangerous game, by the way. Iron and stark bollock naked.
As you well know, and your guest well encouraged. I also wrote, more ironing man than Iron Man, Paul McNichol.
100%, yeah.
And McNichol's Ironing Services.
Yeah. I do the ironing when I'm watching TV sometimes, so I kind of see the issue with that.
Yeah. You said, go and write something about ironing granny pants and see what happens, but I refused.
Never mentioned
I didn't want a punch in the bus.
Never mentioned anything like that.
So that was you, doing ironing, quite the thing.
That was me, yeah.
Do you iron your pants?
Do I iron my pants? Not always.
Socks?
Now and again. I never iron socks, no. No, nobody irons socks, surely.
Some people might. Some people will.
I think hardly anybody will iron pants.
I would agree with you.
But socks? No, that's just crazy talk.
Aye. And when you're ironing them and you realise there's an extra hole in the boxers, you then go, I could use them for a dusting.
No, they just get kept. Until they're basically...
Until both bars are out.
Until they're sort of a thread hanging together.
Hanging between the bar. Until the bar, as long as the bars are separated, we're okay.
Yeah. Once they're free to go where they roam, then you've got to bin them.
Yeah. The week that was, just a couple of things to mention, given it's been quite a busy week on the pitch. The magnificent looking man that's Johnny Russell was on the pitch on Wednesday night.
Yes, he was, half time. I spotted him before the game because he was above us and Eddie Thompson. And then at half time, obviously, he was doing the draw. And then when he was coming back round Leo, he was wanting a photo with him, but he's at that, I always say, he's at that awkward age where he doesn't want to go and ask himself. So I was like, just go and ask. Like, if he says no, he says no.
He's always doesn't want to ask, but he'll happily get his 52-year-old dad to go and ask.
Well, he's 27-year-old dad had to nip down. So I says, I'll get the camera ready. You can while I sit. I was just at the bottom of the stairs. So we were kind of almost the last place, and I was like, look, he's getting a lot of photos, and then again, he might just walk past you. He was like, okay, right, I'll ask him. So I've got my camera ready, and I see him walking past, so I'm thinking, like, I'm trying to be a good dad here, I'll just take loads of photos, so that you're in a photo with Johnny Russell. And then Johnny Russell kind of goes past, and then it's almost like he gets yanked, and then he turns around and he gets the photo. I was like, oh, perfect, cheers for that, Johnny. Went back to the chair. Leo was delighted. I was like, you happy with that? He was like, he says, I just grabbed him. I was like, did you say please? Like, did you say
sit on?
He was like, yeah, I asked for a picture, and he shook my hand, and I didn't let go. I says, that makes sense now, because it did look like somebody had jerked him. So, long story short, we did get a picture of Johnny Russell, yeah, but he's now got whiplash. It's all right.
And he went back up the stair and went, fucking just been assaulted. Why do I report this that?
For a big bear and claiming to be 16, he looks about 26. Wasn't it me?
We're a 27-year-old dad.
Yes.
I mean, I ken Dundee's got some records.
Dundee has some bizarre records.
But I mean, you have taken the biscuit there.
Yeah.
That's cool, though.
He got his shot.
So how, if you were to estimate, how many photos do you think you took? We've done like 30.
Nah, about 15 maybe.
Bang.
15. Yeah.
Because Ken, what would have happened, you'd put all the effort and you'd have went, That's fucking shite.
Guaranteed. But no, I got two legitimate ends and a series of Johnny Russell walking past and then getting.
And Johnny Russell had no idea what you were at. He's like, I don't remember back the episode, whatever it was.
Next time. What podcast? Never been on a podcast.
A lot of shite.
Cheers, Johnny.
Cheers, mate. But it was good to see him, and no doubt probably smelt amazing. Did you ask Leo? Should have asked. Mind we asked him.
We did. It was Tom Ford.
And it was expensive.
It was expensive, because we looked at that and we were like, that's for football players that buy that stuff.
I wonder if we could change Buy Me a Coffee to buy us Tom Ford aftershave.
Yeah. Well, you could call it what you want, you tell me. So
you can.
Yeah. We'll see.
It's just a bottle, though. I'm not sure we've got many donations.
It's in the hundreds, like. I'm sure it's in the hundreds.
I think so. But that was cool to see Johnny. That was, it was mentioned. It might do something. I don't think I'm breaking anything here, but I think he might have been slightly later in arriving, because I think it would have been cool to get him out before the game.
Oh, okay.
But he then done the draw, which is kind of cool. Yeah. The only worry is, if the first half had went the way it looked, getting him to come out when...
He'd have been happy, it's his team.
I say that. He was back home. That's what I said. I made sure I said he was back home.
Yeah, he's going to have a fondness for United the rest of his
100%, yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah, brilliant. One other bit of news we need to mention is, I don't know if we forgot to mention it last week, about John Attenborough.
Yes. Yeah, so John is the partially sighted United fan. He's got a book out, Following Sam, which was his previous, I think, a guide dog, you would call him, that he had until Sam sadly passed away. But he's now been going to the games the last couple of weeks. I think the first one he was at was a Motherwell game where he got this Give Vision. It's like a VR headset, essentially. And it allows him to actually see the football, which we all take for granted, really.
Some games, I wish to put that on.
No, well, that was it. So I think the first one was United Motherwell. The first one at Tannadice, certainly, United Motherwell. And wasn't the best game, but he got to see his first United goals. And the wee video that the club put out during the week there, it was. No, I'm not saying I was roaring and greeting, Rondo.
But you were.
But I wasn't far off it.
Yeah.
But it's quite an emotional thing when you see somebody that, and again, I'll say, we take things for granted that we've got and that we can do until you didn't have something. So for John to get that moment years after beginning to follow his club, it was incredible. And on the back of that, fans have then set up like a GoFundMe.
Yeah, so it's a Give Vision headset is what they're called, and they're about £3,000.
Yeah.
So, and Grant King and David Mulholland started the GoFundMe to buy a headset for John. So they've smashed through the 3,000, obviously.
Yeah.
Because we're some fan base at times, I tell you.
Yeah.
So they're looking to raise as much. So they've basically kept it going because I believe there's maybe 4 or 5 other partially sighted fans. So it's like, that's a target, lads. Let's just see what we could get.
100%.
So the last time I checked, about an hour or so before we hit record here at 1 o'clock on a Sunday afternoon, it was about $7,000.
Yeah, I think it's just under 8 now.
So, which is just brilliant.
$8,000, yeah. And I was in the club shop yesterday, dropping off some selection boxes for the food bank guys as well. And I got speaking to Moira about it, and obviously it's no breaking any confidences, but I was just generally inquiring about how many partially sighted fans that United may have, and I think it was 4 or 5, maybe 6 at most or something. So yeah, it would be fantastic if enough money was raised to give these guys a whole new experience in watching United. It really would be. But the money that's been raised so far, phenomenal, and fair play to Grant and Davey for setting this up.
Yeah, if you go on to GoFundMe and you just search for Give Vision headset, or you can go to certainly it's on our X account, Twitter account, you'll find it. There's loads of people have sort of shared it and stuff. You can give anything. I know it's a tough time of year and stuff like that, but an amazing cause and everything. And to smash the target is pretty cool, but you are looking at probably 15-18 grand here. So
if everybody's going to get one,
if Johnny Russell had dropped his wallet, we could have
gave Abdi them. We could have gave Abdi them. But yeah, the more that gets raised, the better.
Yeah, 100%.
Such a good thing.
If you can donate or help out, I'm sure everyone would massively appreciate. Fair play to Grant and David for going ahead with it, and John obviously getting to experience it initially. I think he was given it for the first game, and then they've said, "Oh no, you can keep it for a couple of games." And if he's been there, especially during the week, it's what football is about sometimes.
It's a whole new world for him when he goes to see United now. So long may that continue.
Yeah. So Wednesday night, I'll take you back to.
Please do, because it was a decent night.
I'll take you back further. I'll take you back to Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
And I said to you, how many points are we going to get? And you were like 7.
Yeah.
And everyone on Monday went, what is he talking about? On Wednesday night arrives. A manager under pressure in both dugouts, as our manager even said. Fair play. He's not the only one under pressure, and I think he was in his own head. I think there's enough credit in the bank for. I don't think the above at United had him under any real pressure, but it wasn't a great run, as we said, and as we've mentioned a million times, when a Celtic team come to town, and we've sat through and we've had to discuss them a lot on here, and we've had some nearly moments. I think about the going to Parkhead in the last minute goal, or near the last minute when it was.
We've seen it so often, Rondo.
Yeah.
Whether it be Tannadice, Parkhead, Cup finals, like we've seen it so often where you actually United. Like there's been games where we've been shite and deservedly pumped, but there's been games that we've played very well against them, and it often means nothing.
Yeah, and so it was going to be interesting to see again. You've got a manager under real pressure. Had lost a cup final, because we'd said that in the day. It would be interesting to see how that goes, and then they turn up for half an hour and then seem to get bullied for 60 minutes. So pleasing at the same time.
It was,
and so Wednesday night come around. Been off my work. I've been finished up since the 12th, so I wasn't at work to any distractions or so I was playing Championship Manager all day. My boss would say I do that during my working day, which would be complete lies.
Sometimes.
The team's going pretty well, but I'll wait till next week to get an update. I just got pumped for Juventus in the Champions League, so it's no nice. I'm not really talking about it much. I'm glad you've took that bun at half an hour.
Roasting.
Fucking belting, yeah. But when we come into this better against Motherwell, no conceded, back to basics, as you said. And then when it comes round, one change, Jovo out, Tannadice Test in, he returned for suspension. Going to be 3-4-3. It's what he's done in the so-called bigger games this season. It was going to be a hell of a shift, not just for the two midfielders, but the whole team. And it's when all the records come out, like we've not beat them in 24 games, we've not beat them in 11 years. We're on our own 7-game winless run, and we were saying, like, you look at this period of games that we are playing, and you need to be coming full-time at the derby with a decent points tally there. And obviously this rearranged game that we're now, because we play them again in about 5 games. Which happened
mid-January. It happened last year as well.
But again, it was like, we didn't care what we're going to get here. Didn't care what they're going to get. Didn't care what it's going to be. And I wasn't really looking forward to that.
No.
I genuinely wasn't looking forward to that.
No, I can't say I was either. And like if you stay back at last Sunday, when they lost that cup final, everything in me was telling me there's no danger they're going to lose 4 in a row. Even if we had been on a scintillating run of form, I would have been of the opinion Celtic want to lose 4 games on a row. It just wouldn't happen. So some people were saying, it's a good time to get them. I wasn't so sure. I don't care if there's ever a good time to get them. Like, they do have when they're on form, they do have the better players. Like, there's no doubt about it. And when I saw the team and saw Tannadice was back in and Jovo was out, I thought, that's no ideal. And then I was having a look at the bench thinking, right, Jovo's not even on the bench here. Like, it's clearly an injury, so fair enough. Like, I could understand it. But I can't say I was overly optimistic going into the game, and walking down the road, I'd even said to Leo, as we were behind the shed listening to whatever song you had just put on, I was like, probably a decent song. I said, I really hope that Maeda isn't up against Strain, because Maeda's got to be the quickest player in Scottish football. If no, one of them. And Strain's no. So I thought this it's got potential to be a difficult night for Ryan Strange, certainly. So yeah, I wasn't overly optimistic about our chances on the night, regardless of my buffoonery predicting we're going to get maximum points.
See, yesterday, I got really ahead, but as I was driving to the game yesterday, I was actually thinking, come full time, I mean, you cut up the clip of him saying we got fucking 7 points this past week. The man will be heralded a genius. And then I'll get to the chat I had post-match. We quite possibly, for this opinion I'll give you later on, the drunkest man in the world. But I'll get to that. But again, we sat here after the 9. We have sat here when an Australian goalie had soft wrists at Parkhead when we had a great chance. And we've sat here when we've just not turned up, we've been well beat, and we've sat here over, I'm going to say, a couple of title wins last season. We sat through that shite. And it's just never a game that I go, I probably just as a United fan, I just go, we fucking no chance. I didn't feel that against the Rangers, and I've said that this season.
Yeah.
And we arguably should have beat them twice this season.
Yeah.
But this is just a team that, like a bogey team, it's the team I hate us playing.
Of course.
I hate when it's on TV. I hate when they're at Tannadice. I hate when they're below us. I hate it.
Yeah. No, but there's nothing, like, if you look over at the past, not even just 11 years before we beat them, but if you could go back further, Rondo, you could go back about 30 years. We've not got many wins against them.
No.
I mean, you'd be lucky if there's a handful of wins in 30 years. So why would us as a fan base look forward to facing Celtic? You just wouldn't. Every time it's at Tannadice, it's on TV.
Yeah.
Every time. Sometimes it's no usually on TV at Parkhead, but it's usually on TV when it's at Tannadice. But it's if United fans do look forward to that fixture, hats off to you, because my glass is not even half.
I want to ken
smashed.
What is in there, carry out.
Yes, probably a lot.
Yeah. It's the same way, like, obviously, after they get beat on Sunday, some of the narrative changes to, I've got to go, I've got to really go at them.
It's no strength.
It's no over strength. But I did think, on the counter-attack, we have got every opportunity here.
Yeah.
You know, and that was probably what I clung on to the most, depending how they started. And fuck me, they came out the traps.
Yeah, but we were all over the place. Like, I think it was, I text you during the game, and it wasn't that long into the game, and I think about 7 minutes on the board, I'd said to my old man and Leo, we are a shambles at the back here. We are getting torn and new, and like, I didn't understand what we were trying to do, because Ross Graham seemed to be man-marking Hatate at one point. He was out. Wherever he went, Ross followed him. Yeah. And I was like, I didn't think that we're playing to Ross Graham's strengths here. But Bert was also, in my opinion, getting asked to do things that he couldn't. And Maeda, he was getting in quite easily.
I think if there's two things to come out of that. If you look back at the Motherwell game, Juvo done it to Slattery, sat on him most of the game, and he had no real influence on it. The other flip side is, I do wonder if Gorgeous Jim thought Maeda would play as the 9. Because that's where he's been playing.
Yeah.
As soon as you seen him and Kenny, I went, oh no.
Yeah.
So I do wonder if that was, because Kenny's not had loads of opportunities, gets a biggie. We'll get to them. But he goes and scores a three of the day.
Well, I hope so.
If selected. But so I do wonder if he thought Maeda would play as the 9.
Yeah.
Because, again, there's loads that happen. To just pent it on, and we'll sum up the first half in a winner, really. There's loads to go, fucking Bert's this, Bert's that. But it's hard when a midfielder maybe not getting the protection they need, or Celtic are playing a different kind of style, and I've never seen them shell so many long bars.
Yeah.
You know, but it played into a strength and the quickness. I mean, Maeda's the fucking quickest man
in the world,
probably in Scotland. He's arguably the best player in Scotland last year. Toys are out the pram, but he's still turning up, you know. And I just think he'd have been a problem against anybody.
Yeah,
you know.
I think when he's on form in this country,
devastating.
He's almost unplayable.
Devastating.
Whoever's up against him.
And obviously, Dave Richards has a save, but then 30 minutes in, he turns Bert inside out.
Yeah.
But you could do that to anybody. Like, I do believe that.
Yeah.
And it's a good finish, and you are like, man, it's a long time to go here.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. No, like Bert didn't cover himself in glory there, and it can happen to anybody when Maida's running at you like that. But he just, it was like he was towing a caravan or something. Like, he was, in comparison to Maida, he was so slow, and it looked so easy just to get past him. Good finish for the guy, and at that point, genuine concerns.
Yeah.
It was wave after wave. We were offering nothing. And everybody in the ground, I think, could see they were always coming down our right-hand side. And we just had no answer to it at that point. And it kept coming, even after that first goal. Sometimes in life, Rondo, you're better being lucky than good. And I think in that first half, we had other luck. And I didn't even, that's not a stick I'm using to beat United, because so many times we've not had any luck.
That's why I was on.
So you take that, yeah, absolutely. And games against Celtic and the bigger games, then you need your fair share of luck. But I think we got other luck in that first half, because we could have been, and probably arguably should have been, dead and buried by half-time.
Yeah.
The chances they missed.
Yeah, Kenny misses two.
Kenny misses two. The boy Young at the back post. Dave's made a save, I think. Was it for Maida? Did he get through and him that he saved for?
No, Kenny, he saves for Kenny early, and then Kenny fluffs his lines going through, then has the
open goal, basically.
Yeah. But other than that, I don't think Dave Richards has a save. I think that might be his only save of the half.
Yeah, well, there was a...
But they were certainly...
There was a start that he didn't have a shot on target.
After the goal.
Minute. Yeah. But that's not the way it felt.
No. When it's coming at you, waves.
When you hear that start, if you're not at the game, you're thinking, fairly comfortable like that. Absolutely not. No, absolutely not. Fairly
That's
comfortable.
been fuck called.
Yeah, exactly.
But to get in at half time.
Yeah.
At 1-0.
Mm-hmm. Well, before we get to half-time, Rondo, when you saw that it was three at the back and it was Bert, Christian and Ross Graham, who did you think was going to be in the middle?
Ross Graham.
So did I. I was really surprised it was Tannadice Test. And I didn't think any of them were particularly great in that first half. I suppose in hindsight that they were sticking to their task, and I think Ross probably did the best out of the three of them. But Tannadice Test, I thought he looked lost at times in the first half. Bert, obviously, he didn't cover himself in glory. He wasn't great. But yeah, like as you said, like we got in at half time. It was only 1-0 somehow, and we were quite happy.
And I think that, I mean, there was obviously people. I mean, it was going back and forward. Ken, how's Bert not been subbed here? Ken, 25 minutes in, and there's a yes and a no to that. Like I could see it, but you've got to think it's taking him off, putting Vichko on, doesn't solve the problem you've got of the space they've got, the ban. It doesn't, changing one player wouldn't solve it.
Yeah.
Whereas obviously the big thing that's come out is the analyst comes down at half time, shows them all these bits. So instead of us being here and really aggressive in a press or trying to be really aggressive, it's like, hold on here. We're that aggressive, we can't see Callum McGregor in behind us here, or Hatate, or whatever. Let's take a couple of steps back, get them next to you, and it was wee things like that. They obviously had to change. They put Vichko on. I think Ross Graham and him and Tannadice effectively swap out slightly, but it's getting these wee things of getting ourselves a wee bit back, no being as aggressive. All these things helped. But if we doing all the changes, you can't just throw Vichko on and say, right, go and tell him to do this, him to do that.
No.
It's not the same.
Whatever Bert was doing, you go and do the same. That would have been the same result.
It would have been the same. So I think, again, getting in at half-time 1-0 made that a lot better.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, if we went in at 3-0 down, you just need to go. All right.
Yeah. We couldn't have complained.
No, couldn't have.
We couldn't have complained, but people would have been on good ones back.
Oh, 100%.
Like I know he kind of joked when he said it after the game that he is not the only manager under pressure. That's very true, because because we've been on this poor run, the people that didn't like Goodwin, they come out the woodwork again and they do here go, and which is like they're absolutely entitled to. Like I'm not telling anybody to like or not like anybody, but when people are heaping the pressure on him, I'm no personally seeing it like, yeah, I think he's doing a decent job. Could we be doing better? Of course.
Yeah.
Of course we could. Like, and he'll admit that himself. But then you see when managers lose their job and you see a list of names that are the candidates, you're like, right, okay, so if we were to get rid of Goodwin, that's probably the same list of names that we're going to have to deal with. There's nobody out there that I'm thinking that I'd rather have just now.
No, and I think that obviously is, like you're saying, I mean, Celtic are going to win again.
Of course they are, hopefully today.
Sooner or later. It's the same way as the boy found out yesterday. He says to me, Wolves have got to win again. Sooner or later, sitting on 2 points. Are you putting them on the coupon? I think I might. See, next time you've got a favour a bet, skate to me, skate to me, Ken. So, like, and when the way they started and they come out the blocks and you do think, but I still was looking defensively and I'm thinking, they're playing 12 fullbacks and a back three.
Yeah.
There'll be chances here. There was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ken.
Yeah. As shite as it was first half, and I thought we were really poor, they were really good to a point.
Mm-hmm.
They're a bit wasteful in front of goal, but I thought, in the back of my, maybe I didn't think, maybe I was hoping, but my hope was, if we could try and pin them back or get a goal, I could see them crumbling.
Yeah.
I really can, just because of the what's happened previously, and even off the field, like, it must seep into a wee bit. Like, it's so poisonous just now. What they're hearing, it's brilliant. It's music to my ears, but it's poisonous to their ears probably. That's kind of what happened.
I would never give their fans credit, because I think they're entitled arseholes. I've said that, and I'm saying it, because I mean, I too would be fuming that I've only won 27 trophies out of 31. It fucking pains me, Ken. Yeah. Unbelievable. Yeah. But what I did find quite funny was the Unravelled. You wouldn't have seen it, right? Because it was up behind you. You might, nah.
I've since seen it.
So they bring out the Celtic shame thing, and I'm thinking,
with an arrow.
Well, I didn't see it before. I went, well, what's right thinking?
Yeah.
Is that to themselves? And then the boy thugs the arrow to the director's box. I thought, fair play, like that's funny that.
I didn't realise the director's box was so close.
Oh yeah. But it's always there.
And what I'm led to believe is that the boys in the Green Brigade, they were swapping tickets outside, trying to get that section.
Probably.
Because it was clearly well planned, was it?
What? Well, they're banned for parquet, didn't they?
They're clearly no banned for the Jerry Cardo. That their coin.
That their 36 note or whatever it was.
Cheers.
Mark a 50 next time.
Exactly, yeah. One, rip up your bed sheets and write them. You didn't care.
No, fucking do not. But change, the obvious change.
Yeah.
Or maybe no the obvious, but a defensive change was going to happen.
Yeah.
And
something had to get changed.
Yeah.
Because it just wasn't working in that first half. A change was made. And it almost worked pretty much straight away. Yeah,
well, I mean, obviously, with the analysis that come out it and all the changes they make, they were able to show them, look, see that thing you're doing and no in the bar, did that anymore.
Yeah.
Do this and get the bar. Yeah. So they were a bit more aggressive, pushed up the park a wee bit, and Saps are forced Michael on a save pretty early on, if that's saying you're referring to.
Yeah, no, we started.
We seem to just hate
there was
to pick up theirs.
We started on the front foot. Midfield, we got a grip. We were creating chances.
We're in their face.
And even before we scored, like Leo said to me, is like, they're flapping at the back. I was like, they absolutely are.
Just before or after he just accosted Johnny Russell?
I think he still had a hood of his hand. Johnny Russell was long gone.
So I just get
it's mine now.
That's right. Okay.
But yeah, he was saying, like, they are flapping at the back. And they were. Like, you could
You're playing a centre half with two full-backs, one of them semi-comfortable in a back three, Tierney.
Yeah.
Ralston.
Nah.
I'm not sure he's even comfortable right back.
He annoys me because he has perfected the art of collapsing when somebody's behind him. Yeah. And when he was at United, he was in the few decent players during that period when he was at us under Shabba. He's
perfected the big club getting on syndrome.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, it was in the second half. It's either Shin or Yang, can't mind. You know, it was either, I can't mind. I just remember it happening in the middle of the park, so it might have been Shin, because Yang might have been yanked off by that point. No, not like you were doing Ireland.
Steady.
Stibbled was on top of him, won the bar, bad in the break. Celtic got it back. He won the ball for him again. The first thing the boy did was complain to the referee. And I'll get that for the boy for Hibs yesterday that done it a day and you ken exactly what I'm on about.
Mm-hmm.
So it's that sort of entitlement that if you're aggressive to them within the ways of the game, the rules of the game, there's a good chance you can get away with it.
Yeah.
And they didn't like that.
No, but again, the
And
reason
they're not used to it.
Yeah, the reason they do it is because they usually do get away with it. It usually works. As much as it boils my piss, it usually works, these sort of tactics.
I can't mind if it was a coming for a cross or an actual dead ball, but the ball goes into the back post. Ross Graham's up, battles it.
Max Waters
goes with team and Max lays it off.
Mm-hmm.
And why else do you want coming on the end of it to score you a goal? Oh, that'll be the 6'3" left centre half.
Yeah.
Striker's finish.
It was, yeah. And credit where it's due, because people were praising that after the game, saying, 2 great goals. And I was like, the second end was great. Like, the first end,
that's a good goal.
But having watched it back, like, you would probably just expect him to lace it and probably
into the Green Brigade.
Correct, right into their bed sheet. But he's just placed it, has he? Right in the corner. Keeper had no chance.
I didn't think I'm breaking any embargo or protocol here when I'm what I tell you this, right? But he was doing the press test. It must have been before Hibs. And I don't care if this got published any place. It was somebody tell us this that was there. Do you know what Careste started out? What position?
Left wing.
Left wing.
Left wing.
Imagine that coming at you. Left wing, 6'3", built like a fucking side of a fucking barn door.
Yeah.
Holy smokes. But what happens with a big player? Fucking put him back. 6'3", left wing. Left wing.
But you didn't really get many 6'3" wingers, do you? So
exactly.
I could understand why somewhere has went, this is not going to be your best position here.
Great finish.
Brilliant finish. And no more than we deserved at that point.
100%.
I mean, you could argue what should have happened in the first half, but if you start the game out at half time, we were only a goal down, and we were absolutely over them at that point. Yep. And as I say, it was no more than we deserved.
Well, 3 minutes later, it was
bedlam.
Rapturous.
Absolute bedlam. It was
incredible.
It was, now I didn't see it at the time, and I haven't actually watched the game back, so seemingly somebody was offside.
Too much iron.
Probably. Somebody was
offside. So the ball went through.
Build up to the
so the ball goes through. Waters is definitely offside.
Yeah.
No bit of loads, but he's offside, right? Schmeichel makes a save, goes over the corner, so VAR can't get involved.
Yeah.
If he scores, they get involved, it gets chopped off. So yeah, that absolutely was. But when it comes to luck, you need some.
Of course.
When you've not had any for 10 games, it goes out for the, say for Schmeichel goes for the corner, and then again, Will Ferry, 2 really good bars in, another good bar in the back post, well worked. Fatah with the wee header in.
Cushioned header.
Holy smokes, like
cushioned header.
That touch.
He's facing the Dode Fox stand.
He's facing fucking Dens.
Yeah.
He's at such an angle. He shouldn't have scored.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have scored that goal. He wraps his foot round it. And honest, bedlam.
It was brilliant.
Bedlam. Couldn't hit the button quick enough.
I was almost right behind it. I seen it. It was in all the way. And even then, like Schmeichel, I didn't see this at the time, but I haven't watched it back.
It's his wrong hand.
Well, and again, I will caveat, I've never been a keeper, but I just assume you're going to go with your left hand there.
Watch what you're doing with that arm. Watch what position that goes into. I thought you were raising that. But he comes, but again, I still don't think he saves it.
No, even if he goes with his left arm, his left hand. It was brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant. What a finish. I about slipped going down the stairs because it was just absolutely bedlam. Phone was in my pocket at that point. I didn't capture that. It was a classic moment.
Absolute. Well, no wonder he's fishing the wrong way. So,
and he's probably, you're thinking he's what, pass it back to the halfway line. Just regroup, reset. It was brilliant, Rondo. It's very difficult to defend that. I suppose Celtic can say, well, you maybe should have got a foot in. Somebody should have been tighter on Fatah. But for your point of view, what a goal! Individual moment of brilliance.
Podcast pal John Rankin's a big fan of Zach Saltzford.
Is that right?
Yeah.
How could you not be?
Well, there is that. He was doing Sports Sound, and I spoke to him before the match, and I think we'll line up. That's how we'll line up. And he just pointed to Sartsford and he was like, I really like him. I was like, you may be in for a treat tonight. Who knows?
Yeah.
It's like a foreseen it.
Yeah, and he scores like he scored against Celtic, the Rangers. Like, he scores big games.
And he scores good goals.
Yeah.
He's got a tap in yet.
He's just a good player. When you look at him, he doesn't look like much, eh? He really chicken legs, fucking knobbly knees. He's got dead serious bus, but he's just such a good football player. Such a good football player. And that moment was now and again, but that moment was just a moment of brilliance.
Celtic should have equalised. How does he miss it?
Yeah. So I didn't. Obviously, again, I say it every week. It's 100 yards away from me. I didn't actually see it. What had happened? I was like, did that hit the post or did that hit the defender?
I'll give you my view of it then.
Mm-hmm.
So it comes in, Maida hits it. You hear it hit the post.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is Ryan Strain milking it for?
Yeah.
So the replay, we had the replay because we had the Sky Sports feed.
Hit him in the post.
Well, even on the first replay, I was like, he's not hit the post.
Yeah.
He's just laying down. So then they show it for like the dugouts. Oh, it hits the post, hits Ryan Strain, and ends up in Big Dave's hand.
Yeah, and again another
luck.
Another night that goes into a goal.
Fucking right, it does.
We rode our luck all night, but you've got to.
But at the same time, especially, I mean, even a bit in the first, but even second half, I thought we defended really well.
Yeah, we did.
I thought again, I now hate saying it like because he shaved off that poor attempt to a tash, so I can't now call him a porn star anymore, but Big Ross, phenomenal.
He was good. He was good tonight, yeah.
Put his head on a hand, feet on a hand.
Yeah.
He played something different I seen for yesterday that I'll bring up when we speak about the Hibs game, but just every and about it, like captain's performance, Ken.
It was like from the first half to second half, it was night and day for United. Like even I thought Sibbald was magnificent in the second half.
Yeah.
He was everywhere.
But then second half, I think there was a real
and it probably
up there.
Getting the goals probably gave them a belief as well.
Oh, gave the fans belief.
Well, of course, yeah.
And when you hear like sack the board and then keep the board and fine, I get it.
Class. That was class.
I don't think, and I said this last night, after there was post-match drinks in the Heggie, I'll tell you about that later on.
Mm-hmm.
I was chatting there, and I said that I don't think I've been at a game when an away set of fans are telling the manager to get the fuck in his fourth game.
Yeah.
I thought, oof. And then the one example was, depending on Aljar, you'll have definitely been there. It probably was, but I can't mind it. But probably Skodal, Aberdeen.
Yeah.
I didn't remember. They're the only times. That on Wednesday is the only time I can remember being in Tannadice.
Yeah.
Or the Calford Construction Unit at Tannadice Park with an opposing set of fans telling the manager to get the fuck. No less in it's only been there 4 games.
No, of course. And
wow.
Yeah. And like
good fan base, class.
To skip to the end of the game, like on a human level, I genuinely felt a wee bit sorry for him, because there was nobody around him, and maybe that's the way he is, and maybe in time I'll think he's a prick when he gets them on a 20-game unbeaten run next season if he's still here. Yeah. But in that moment when he was walking off and they're calling him whatever they're calling, and there was a lot of things thrown on the park as well. It was coins getting thrown at him, and you were just thinking, this boy's been in the job 15 days. Now, whether or not he should be in the job, that's another discussion. But this is ridiculous.
It's the same way, like,
you can't be treating people like this.
It's the same way, like, people that come out and say, when we were right for a reason, go, how do they know, like, O'Neill see this through the new year? Got other big games out the way. And Ken, what? There's a Scottish Cup game against fucking whatever junior team they've got.
Mm-hmm.
That's your first game.
Yeah.
Go and tack it. Yeah. Easy.
Yeah.
But no, we'll throw you into needing to play Hearts.
Top of the league, Roma.
A cup final. The mighty Dundee United. Ken, you've got Derby on the horizon and that. Mm-hmm. That's absolutely mental. But anyway, I've thoroughly enjoyed it. But that minute I did go, fucking feel that.
Yeah, of course.
It's not great.
I'd like to be totally blinkered and say, well, get it up. I didn't, I'm not really fussed, but I didn't take away my enjoyment of that moment, and I wasn't enjoying him getting grief. I was like, Leo was near greeting at the end of the game. He was like This is the first time I've ever seen United beat Celtic. I was like,
Johnny Russell's arm back.
I was like, well, go and reattach Johnny Russell's hand, and then we'll celebrate it going up the road. But it was just class. Like there was so many. The whole
Go up the road, we'll get a chip, we'll do some iron, man. What a night, son. What a night.
I would imagine half of the east side haven't seen United get anything for a Celtic game because they're so young.
I thought you were going to say half the east side have never seen an iron. No, because they'll not use them. They're
Probably
too young.
have not. Probably have not. But it was just class. Like,
And they really getting
towards the end of the game, we sat back.
Yeah.
We did sit back. And it was almost like, right, we're 2-1 up. Let's just hold on to this. And in the moment, I'm not a big fan of that way of thinking because, in my opinion, you're inviting it on. But we were kind of dealing with it. And until that final whistle went, I can't about you, like, and it's, what was it, 4 minutes added? And then we played about an hour.
5. He added 4, but he played 5.
Right. It just, until the final whistle went, I wasn't counting any chickens.
I thought, like, well, I say when I was getting to that bit before you said there, like I was saying about the east side, but just that the noise they generate and getting Abdi on board and like collectively it just resonates, especially on nights like that.
Yep.
And especially on the
I like an atmosphere where there's a bit of back and forth. So let's sack the board and us and keep the board. Stuff like that's class.
And they'll give it the big dom, so I got involved.
I thought
it was class.
Yeah.
So it was 4 minutes, and then obviously he plays 5. We obviously gear up a free kick.
Mm-hmm. Right on the edge of the box, it seemed.
Like I was here like 3 weeks ago. I've got PTSD right now.
Mm-hmm. As I say, but not even what happened against the Rangers. Like just because it's Celtic and we've seen it before.
Yeah.
We've just seen it before. Until that final whistle went, I wasn't believing that we'd actually won. I
wasn't massively surprised he played extra because I thought Dave Richards
got booked.
Played the game pretty well near the end, and I thought
he takes ages always.
Takes ages with the ball in his hand.
Yeah, and
the hand goes up.
Jack Walton was like that as well.
But he wasn't getting counted doing, and
no,
you know what?
I can, but he was like that the last.
See the thing with Dave Richards, apart from being a good-looking man, clearly, and
with a kicker.
Well, he must be one of the few keepers that prefer kicking it for his hands. He rarely rolls the bout.
Yeah, he's got a good kick on him as well. Sometimes too good.
No half.
Sometimes too good.
Maybe he will tap me a bit of a favour to hit you in the pussy end.
Doubt it.
See what happens.
Doubt it.
But obviously the free kick happens, and then it's nearly there.
Yeah.
But then they get another break. The bar comes in and out, and then finally I think it's Vichko that whips it out or stibbled or whatever. And the whistle goes, and it was that, like you've mentioned, that two-sided cacophony of absolute raptures to fucking you fucking shite, suck the board, love Nancy, and this, and I'm like, this is incredible.
Yeah.
And then thought, I need to announce that.
Yeah. No, it was
brilliant.
It was
typical on Wednesday though, eh? Fucking hell, gets the text, Sybil man the match, Anibar go to date, his number goes up.
Yeah.
To get him up, because I think he'd knocked his pan in. I'm like, you still understand how Sybil, or I just had on in case somebody else got all right, okay.
No, you're man of the match. He was announce it. He was done the double announce and coming off for United.
He was already coming off. It was like, oh shit. But it was saying it. But it was just a brilliant. It was brilliant. I think that game of two halves. Ultimately,
the ultimate game.
Of
two halves. Yeah.
And again, when you look at, I mean, it was like this. There's a mate of mine, right? Parkade season to go now. Always has been, originally for there, right? So I didn't have it totally against him, right? Couldn't get a ticket on Wednesday. So he was given it other chat of, you're pump us tonight. Like, we're terrible, we're this, we're that. So obviously it goes 1-9. Ping! Like, okay, he's like that. We'll see how long this lasts. I thought, right, okay.
Yeah.
Then Kenny. Fucking, I can't even repeat what he said. Then he misses it. Then the other end. Then I can't mind when the open goal or then he drives. I can't mind what order. But he's gone. He's gone.
Yeah.
But none of us that United fans have said anything in response. We have said nothing in response.
And why would you?
So half time comes and he's like, we should be 4-0 up. And I actually replied, you should be.
Yeah.
But you're not.
Yeah.
I says, this is your time. With the winky face, Ken. No, the love heart for eyes emoji that you sent me. And then full time, meltdown.
Yeah.
Meltdown central. Yeah. And it was incredible to watch. And it kind of is incredible to watch at the same time. But I did say, after the dust settled, as in the players still weren't off the park yet, I put, United deserved that in the hole. Kennan had got a reaction, but he actually went, but that sums us up. And he said, they've just said that we never had a shot on target after the goal.
Yeah.
And then I went, that's fucking wow. But it was brilliant. And it was just a great night. And I thought we were...
Did you see, and you kind of hate this shite, but did you see the XGs?
I can't remember them.
So
but
theirs was 2.75. And theirs was less than 1.
0.9 or something. It was less than 1.
Because there was a debate on Twitter about it. People saying, how can we score 2 goals? They only score 1 and theirs is... And you're thinking, well, Maeda has missed an open goal with that header. Johnny Kenny has missed an open goal. Like and I don't know how it's all worked out. But
they'll both be, because they're
great chances.
They'll be almost...
Sapsford's halfway down Sandeman Street with his goal, so that's probably not that high a percentage, I would assume. But just mere stats are nonsense.
It's one of them long-awaited ones for us as well. Big boost going into obviously what Saturday was, but...
It was brilliant.
Know that... See, I'm not saying pressure eased on gorgeous Jim, but for himself certainly, but it just added to it. But the one thing that really, and it's no unusual, but it was about Celtic. There was very rarely a saying, fucking well done United. That really annoys me. Because we even know the narrative. The narrative is, this manager's come in. What about, the Celtic boy says he's standing down on after in the game. Yeah. Is that to give them a morale boost? So... It was all about them. It was nothing about United have actually done really well here, Ken.
Yeah, well, so was it 8 o'clock kickoff? So I managed to watch the first half an hour of the programme before I left the house.
Look at you.
No mention of United. And then by the time I got home about 10:15, I think there was another half an hour. No mention of United.
And the HUD was Mark Wilson on as the United representative.
Even though his graphic was played for Celtic umpteen times. Yeah. Podcast Palo, so we'll not bury him.
Correct.
We'll not bury him. But it was that was the narrative on the night. It was Celtic's failings and shortcomings and chaos off the field, rather than like United in the second half were fantastic.
Spoke to a podcast pal, Sean Dillon, after just to him. Fancy going up against Maeda. Can't do it. I'm not going to do that accent. I might get cancelled, but you could tell he said in no uncertain terms. You fuck right off. But he said it that quick, Ken.
So it was like one word.
Aye, and it was like, I says, no, now. I'm saying 20 years ago. He's like,
nah. I'm guessing if you're a defender, certainly in Scotland,
that is the nightmare.
The night before, you're not rubbing your hands thinking, I can't wait to face Dyson Maeda. Like that.
I am up for that.
I'm buzzing. It's probably something that's going to give you a sleepless night.
Yeah, but let's say
we did it.
A bit of resilience in the second half, tactical tweaks or whatever. But Sapsford now the big game player. 7 goals this season.
Yeah, and as you said, important goals in big games, good goals, and just his overall his all round play though. In general, he's just been such a great signing for us. And when you think back to the pre-season game at Brecon, people were like, what are we doing to this boy? Hopefully we're going to sign somebody else.
It's a small boy.
Yeah.
It's a mascot.
We didn't knobbly knees. This is no good. But he's just been absolutely phenomenal in these games.
Man of the match?
I was going to get Sibbald. I thought Sibbald, because first half, I would hate to rewatch it, but I didn't think many got pass marks in the first half. But in the second half, there wasn't any that didn't get pass marks. But I thought Sibbald was outstanding in that second half.
Yeah.
As he often is.
Yeah, brilliant. Should move on to the Hibs game now, eh?
We could do. We've only been speaking about that for about 3 years, have we? What is it, the back of 5 already?
One change from that, probably. Not a shock that Vichko did start in place of Bert in defence. That was it. Obviously, the injury list that we've mentioned, still sort of growing. Obviously, that was Yovo, we knew, Kamara out. Obviously seen Kamara and Papo yesterday. They done the 50-50. Although I did see Kamara run at half time, so I'm wondering,
Well, after the
How's
game,
not on the bench?
Goodwin said he's no far away, so
Which is a good
that's
thing.
great news. That's great news.
Yeah. But Hibs were coming, a team that hadn't done brilliant away for him the last couple of games, but a team that obviously last season started utter shite, but ended it really strong. And
They've a good squad of players. On paper, they've got a good team.
yeah, definitely.
It's never going to be an easy game, regardless of their present form.
And I suppose that the big thing is starting the game. Obviously, you go into the game plan. It's going to be similar again. If there was going to, I thought Vichko would start, but I thought there might be a change up front. I might just mix one up. I didn't see too many changes. But ultimately, it's important you start the game well and nothing happens that you need to take drastic action within the first 5 minutes, or even something happens before there's a minute even on the clock.
Yeah, and unbelievable that Strain, because I think he fouls the boy. I'm pretty sure he grabs the boy, but I don't care if he's grabbed him because he's thought, oh shit, my groin's just popped here or whatever. That, if it's not the quickest, because it sticks in my mind, Peter Pollock got subbed off after about 3 seconds once in a game, did he? It's got to be any of the quickest I've ever seen a boy get injured.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even a tackle, it was just like the Pollock in years ago. I think somebody passed the bat at me, he was like, oh no, I can't play today. My bag's gone. I've got McNichols back on today. That's me gummed.
Because I think that he had that I think it's Cadden. Is it Cadden he's up again?
Yes.
And I think whatever the hay, the wee kerfuffle, it's like after it, he just seems to do a bit of something like...
I thought initially, Cadden had maybe caught him in the stomach and he was winded, but when the physios come on, you've seen them working on his groin and turning him old man. I was like, he's done his groin. Like, how is this possible? Like, you didn't even do nothing to do his groin, but when your body's no capable of coping with certain things, then that's going to happen.
Yeah. And then obviously Dario Namo was out today, an extra warm up, because this is the thing, and we sort of touched on this before we started, but to go through the main warm up and then do the subbies warm up, can you're away for the main group and whatever, and then
you're just pussing about really, are you? When you're keep you up,
doing about and whatever,
hair and whatever.
And then you think, like, as a subby, you're watching the game going, right, I could do this better, or I could do this, or I need to do this if I was to go on. Within like 60 seconds, it's like, well, after about a minute or two, the physios are on, it's like, you're going on, eh? And it was like, oh, wow. And fair play, like, because I thought he put a really good shift in, given.
I think he touched the bar straight away. I think when the back him into the box, I'm pretty sure he cleared it or something.
So it was not the ideal start.
No, and obviously that's the sub he used so early in the game. But that was a bit of a precursor to the way that Hibs were going to come at us. Certainly doing that left-hand side, like Celtic did in the first half. And the boy Cadden, I think he's a decent player. I think he's got a great cross on him. And we just seem to have an open invitation to him. Just you cross the bar you want.
I got across the goal with.
We'll just trust that nobody gets on the end of it.
Fine.
Yeah, so we were
he had the side netting as well.
Yeah, he's always going wide.
Yeah.
I ken the Hibs fans up by you, it looked, well, I think a few of them thought it was in. It was always wide.
Bowie's was closer. That's in
yeah, they thought that was in as well. Yeah.
Ken. But even for that, 20 minutes in, we took the lead.
Yeah. In the duration of the whole first half, I didn't think we were great. And when we took the lead, I'm not saying it was against the run of play, but I didn't feel like it was merit.
I felt like it was just maybe our first real attack.
Yeah, it was a bit strange, and it just seemed at the time just to be like, oh, how the hell have we scored out of that? Like, it's a cross in, Waters has kind of laid it down, and Luca's been really sharp, and he's just basically passed it into the net.
Yeah.
But of course you take it, and then you played some bizarre wrestling music.
Luca.
That's kind of lucha, is it? But it was, there was a few people scratching their heads saying, oh, what the fuck?
I don't care what I said. Somebody, after the whole Luca incident last season.
Well, can't play that song.
Somebody had said, how do you not play that? And I was like, all right, but you still scored Tannadice for ages.
Yeah.
So, there you go.
Can you ask him what he wants?
You just get blank looks a lot of the time. Is that right? I don't fucking care.
Oh, well, he's got a wrestling theme now.
Huh.
Cool. Well, his celebration should really be like
it should be. Or a bushwhacker. But yeah, but a couple of things I want to mention in that. Obviously, the back comes in. Sapsford flicks it on. Waters really good layoff to Stephen. He just sort of passes in a bit like Kerris done on Wednesday night. Did you notice?
Keeper.
No. Where Ross Graham was at this point.
In front of the keeper.
Pinning Grant Hanley.
Yeah.
So Hanley couldn't get involved. And I thought it was really good play for him.
Yeah.
The goalie then looking for interference or offside is hilarious.
And it was neither.
Yeah, but I thought it was quite, again, I'm assuming it's tactical, I'm assuming it's thing, but I thought he done really well at tap the big boy out, because Hanley will head his granny. Like, I think I ken this.
Oh, you'll kick his granny.
So I just thought that's a really, and I only noticed that when you see it must be for the Eddie, the camera up there, and you think, fair play, like that's he's done pretty well there.
Yeah, well, and that's it. Like and it's almost one of the things that goes unnoticed. But it's a big part of the game. Yeah, of course you did not. I noticed it on the replay as well.
Didn't notice much else.
But at the time, like if that doesn't happen, then we've maybe done a score. Maybe Hanley blocks that.
Yeah.
So, like as much as you could say, well, he crossed it and he's laid it off and he scored it. Like Ross Graham's also had a big part to play in that goal.
Yeah. I mean, you talk about Hanley blocking things. Still think Max Waters should score.
Yeah. Yeah, so
or it takes an age to come down and I've no gave enough, or he just wait.
I haven't seen it back, but in the moment I thought, when it happened, I thought he's what scored here. And yeah, maybe Hanley's done very well to get back and get a block in, but we're looking for a striker to score a goal there. Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. And then Hibs kind of cranked up the pressure a little bit, but awfully disappointed at the goal.
Shite, absolutely shite. I was enjoying the battle. And it was a bit of a battle at times between Bowie and Ross Graham, because they were shelling the button to him.
Do you mean United and Leo's new favourite team? His mates.
He was getting a bit of stick to Martin at the game about that.
Your mate Joe his mate Joe was on the bench. Oh, hi Joe.
Well,
hi pal.
I hate to stick up for him. It's not his favourite team. It's not his favourite team. It's not even any of his favourite teams.
It was Bowie and.
But Bowie and Graham, I was enjoying that, because Bowie
gonna get damn in a minute. Like
I know that it matters, but I don't think Hibs play at his strength. Like, because they just seem to, because he's a big physical lad, they just seem to play it up to him and hope that he huds on it and brings others. I don't know. He's particularly great at that. I think he's more of a finisher than anything. But Ross Graham and him were having a good battle. Ross was winning his fair share. The boy Carden. It felt like he was getting down that line and crossing it, and I think the one that led to the corner that they score from, I could be wrong, but that's when he gets down and he puts it right across and Abdi misses it, and there's about 3 Hibs players coming in. We got lucky in that moment as well. They should score. They absolutely should score in that, and the one United player against 3 or 4 Hibs players gets his toe on it and puts it out for a corner. So I'm standing there at that point thinking, come on, the fuck boys, mark up. And they go to attack the corner, and I think the whole Eddie Thompson stand was able to see nobody was on Martin Boyle. But none of the United players on the pitch were able to think, we should maybe go and put somebody within 10 yards of him.
That boy that's clearly used the hilt and a hairspray that day.
And the hilt tub of brow cream.
Didn't go near him with a lighter, but somebody just been near him.
But get tight, It was so disappointing.
The boy Mitchell's flick on is I think it's the boy Mitchell flicks on. It's a really good flick on, because Ross Graham's heading it.
Yeah.
Like you could see he's coming to header it, but then
you could say it's well worked from their point of view, because that's obviously, I think that must be what they intended to do. Play it to the front, flick it onto the back, and Boyle's there.
Finish.
Yeah, but at the same time, it doesn't happen if we're just. It's almost like we're half zonal, half man marking. Like we seem to be zonal across the edges of the shared box.
Have you got Nancy's tactics board? Do you want me here?
Have you got in there? No, I'm not wanting it. But that's what.
Is that what we need to introduce?
No,
we need to get a screen here for tactics, and we can move things out and show XG. And
personally, I think you would like that, but that's something else.
I just tell you what. Like, we've got any of the fancy touchscreens in our office, obviously, right? And I do is just drop Bobby on it.
Well, and that's how you would hear as well.
I would.
This is the Bobby formation that we're playing today.
Yeah, we are going to play this man here. We're going to play this guy up front.
Long ball there.
And let's see if we can get the bow out there. Can? That's exactly what I would do. Can? That might not be the only phallic shape of the day coming up, but can't mind what we're speaking about. But
we're on the corner, Rondo.
So the corner turned into Bobby chat.
Bobby, you.
I mean,
But you can't leave, you know what? You can't leave anybody unmarked for a corner. Never mind.
Can't leave it against a boy that tends to turn his game up against United for some reason.
Yeah. So it was once again, as we keep saying this season, a really shitey goal to lose.
What did you see of the next bit of action that ended up with a goalie, blood passionates?
Yeah, well, so in the moment, I thought it was a real bad in that Dave took, because he was just kind of sitting, and I thought he's out. I thought he was out cold, but like my angle, I thought, is he resting against a post or something? Like, is he just completely out the game? But when I've seen it back, I think he should probably do better, because the boy, like, Dave's allowed to use his hands, which United goalies are really fucking good at doing these days, and punching it. Now, whether or not the boy's just too quick for him, or he's too close and he can't quite get there first, but the boys basically caught him in the face, and at that point I thought, we're about to see Rory Adams here. I thought Dave was going off, because he looked completely dazed and out of it.
On the about 10-minute mark, look at Stevenson was doing.
Yeah.
And went off, and I thought,
he's the Iron Man.
We can't have
to look at.
Oh, can't that much. You're the ironing man.
Yes.
I thought, we can't have 2 injury subbies in 15 minutes. We've then got 1 break left to use.
Yeah.
This is no good.
No, there was a slight humorous moment though when Luca went down. You're like, oh no. And then you see Eskison running out to warm up. And then you maybe not heard it, but it felt like the whole crowd went, oh.
No, that's funny though.
But then you're looking thinking, well, what else? What else can come on? And unless you're thinking, right, Bert or Sam, or where Vichko played, move Vichko there, but let's not mark too many changes when you can mark one. But yeah, fortunately, Luca was all right.
I was saying, so we were getting the feed, but there's no replays on it, so it would cut. You wouldn't see the challenge again, but it would cut between looking at the dugouts, looking at players, looking at Dave, obviously, and it was actually the physio, wasn't it, actually? Kev, can't mind, but apologies if he does listen to this nonsense.
Kev Milne?
Possibly.
There's 2 physios, I don't know what.
Well, it was him, because he come in at the Heggie briefly last night.
He's a younger boy.
The
boy's got long.
Aye. Yeah. And Chris Maggers.
Yeah.
So he'd come in, and I said, it's funny. I says, because the camera cut to you as you just got out a big dollop of Vaseline right on Dave's head, and it was a case of just getting it to get him in at half time.
Because you seen the mark in the ref. Like, how long is there until half time? Because I think if he had said like 15 minutes or so,
he'd have been off.
He might have made the sub, yeah, but we just.
Rory was up. He was stretching out. He was like, and this was the thing. Though it was panic, but like you say, boys up next to me are going, imagine need to throw him on. I says, bear in mind, Rory Adams isn't a 17-year-old bairn out the academy.
No,
he's played like loads of games.
I'm relatively calm about or I was in the moment, but it's human nature. I'm assuming that Rory would be bragging it.
Nah,
I think he would be. Just nervous tension and a wee bit anxiety. I think he would.
Nah.
I think he would. But I think he'd be all right.
Fine.
I think he'd be all right, because, like, as we all know, he's went out. He's played loads of games. He's played for his country, albeit under 21s, penalty king.
What's there to worry about?
Yeah, I don't know. I was actually a wee bit of me looking forward to seeing it.
But then obviously went in and Dave got like 10 stitches or whatever it was.
Yeah. No, I think in some ways we got lucky that it happened when it happened, because if it had been like 30 minutes into the game,
100%, yeah.
I think the ref might have been like that.
Could you imagine Luca had to go off and you just, your subby's up for 3 injuries in the first half?
Yeah. But then that would have been a concussion, I suppose, on the...
It depends if he went off with concussion.
Just say he's got a concussion.
That's what I'd be saying.
He's got a concussion. But he's limping. That's how
that's all right,
body's reacting. McLean, you'll believe anything, you prick.
Half-time came.
Didn't think it was a great first half. Really. Didn't think we were great. I thought we were offering up too many chances, boycotting, putting the bar in a dangerous position far too often.
I'll tell you what I wrote doing this.
Nah, feel free, because we all see it differently.
Relatively entertaining.
Well, it might have been, but
I think probably it was a bit entertaining. I was trying to look at overall, not just up, but it was a wee bit. I felt a wee bit like that. I thought the second half was much better. I thought we were much better. In the
second half was much better, and we were much better in the second half.
Obviously, another change half time. Sam came on for Carestes, who's feeling his calf. Hopefully it just cramp, because again they've put, and I think it's right, I think they have put a lot in, especially Wednesday.
Yeah.
Can they put an awful lot into that? So
But a few weeks back I said I didn't want to hear any pish and excuses about tiredness, because the stop-start nature of this.
Big thing of the tiredness is when you're losing games. It's an easy out.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's an easy out.
I think
genuinely believe they had to put a lot into it, and it's...
Well, Hibs would have been fresher, because they played on the Monday, we played on a Wednesday, and we also played like it was a big game, a big emotional dump, if you will, was
for a lot of them.
Was yeasted on Wednesday. Same. A big emotional dump of energy and everything, really.
Oh, I never tell you.
Oh, here,
fucking never tell you. Know about that. But I led to that.
An emotional dump in the next cubicle. John Rankin on Wednesday or something. Where is this going?
Wednesday night, right? So on a midweek game, I didn't tend to have my tea or anything, right? Because I usually try to get in early and whatever. Pez come round and whatever, but with time, because we had the 50-50, do the half-time draw, still call it 50-50. That was there was loads happening. There was like, so I had a pair, a bite up, and I went back to it was cold, and a bite on our pair, it was cold. Fuck this, right, forget about it. I'll go McDonald's after the game. Why did I bump in a McDonald's?
That wouldn't have been John Rankin.
Will Ferry. I says, is this how you celebrate 3 points? He went, just done a wee laugh. That's not how he sounds, but he sounded like that. My question to you is, and I didn't ken the answer, what do you think his McDonald's order is? He looks like a Grinch. Christmas.
A milkshake.
Oh, could be. Big tasty. Double, maybe. Maybe cheese bites on the side.
What McDonald's did he go to?
It was classified.
Did he go in?
Oh, to the machine.
Is that right?
Huh? He's not Billy Big Bass.
Full club tracky.
I was going to say full cut wanker, but no, he had the big manager's coat on. Kind of the big huge coats that I wear that are pointless.
I didn't kind of approve of our players going to McDonald's.
Oh, I eat pizzas after the game.
That's all right.
How?
Because you're eating it right after the game, so you're kind of replenishing.
It's still the same.
I don't know.
Oh, piss off.
It's carbs.
Get what I hope he's done. 2 pizzas and a full McDonald's.
Well, here, we've got 3 points, so you could really do what you want.
He might have made me
Was he meeting a dame for McDonald's and sharing a 9-pack or a 9-piece McNugget deal?
He might have had 2 straws and a milkshake staring into each other's eyes. And then he's saying, this is a real tash. Never mind with the cafe tan.
That's your milkshake, yeah.
Never mind what the bandit is rocking. Again. So I did care that got us away for half time. Oh, emotional dumps, because that was Thursday morning after the cheesy peeps. Young Sam came on.
Yes, and I think Miss fans were probably quite happy to see that. No, because Tannadice appear to be injured, but just because we've been wanting to see, and we all feel that he's merited a chance this season on the back of what he did last season.
Yeah, the whole time I was like, get a first touch, get your first touch. Yeah. Get your touch, play it.
So see what me saying, Rory probably would have been nervous. I think Sam would have been nervous because it's been that long. You'd be champing at the bit. It's only natural. It's only human that you'd probably just feel a wee bit like, as you say, I hate to get a first touch.
You also couldn't have put a foot wrong when you've got bits that bright.
That's very true, because Abdi would have seen that foot that you put wrong.
Oh, Jesus. B came on. I thought we were better in the game. I thought we were stronger in the game. I thought we were aggressive in the game. We then get a great chance. Saps her flick on. It's fan in front of Max Wars. Just get a touch, mate.
Yeah.
It's like a goal kick.
Yeah. Yeah, it just didn't happen.
Really unfortunate. Yeah.
And I thought once again, and it was actually before 60 minutes in this time, I thought Waters looks knackered again. But he's just no fit. Like, we've just never had a fully fit Max Waters yet.
Yeah.
And I think the options to change it are not great at present, because again, you think he's going to score, I don't. And I'm almost at the stage where I would quite like to see Sturton.
I actually thought yesterday might have been the day to first starting to. Because what? And I said this to the Hibs TV boy. I says, "What are you playing a back 3 today, or are you playing a back 4?" She's been playing a back 3, so it'll be Hanley, Iredale. He says, and I reckon the boy Mitchell, because he hadn't played for them yet.
Yeah,
it's his first back. He's not going to be him. I says, Hanley and Iredale. That's not a quick but centre half pair in. He says, no, it's no. And I says, well, you might be all right. I says, because Sapsford will play wide today. I says, but if Fatah and Sapsford come in, they could be in trouble. And as the game went on, I was more thinking, Stirling could stretch this game here, eh? But we need
in a way that Muller doesn't.
Or Max to do a degree, as in for a bit of whatever. So I thought yesterday was probably the time for that to happen. Obviously didn't, but we did create things. Sapsford, he put our. I thought Trapanovsky was bright when he came on.
Yeah, to a point. Yeah,
wanted to get on the bar. Get with the thing with him now, and when I hope he's got a bit of the between his teeth just now. When you're knowing the team and you want to be playing, it's positive. You just go and beat the man. Because we've seen it before. Like when Fatah realised, I've got this boy O'Donnell on fucking toast here. I think he found it yesterday. He was like, I've got the better of this boy.
Yeah.
And the thing is, we are ken what Trapanovsky's going to do. They'll are ken what Trapanovsky's going to do. He's going to cut it on. He's right.
Yeah.
I thought he gave the boy a torrid time when he came on.
Yeah, and he had one half decent effort. Ultimately, it didn't hit the target, but the keeper was worried about it, and it looked like it was going to sneak in. But yeah, when he comes on, the instruction must just be go and run at the boy. Yeah. Go and make a nuisance of yourself. Make a positive impact in the game, and fair play to him yesterday. He did do his best.
Put it wide, and the keeper saved another end.
Yeah. But he is frustrating because there's times when he comes on and he is no doubt trying to be positive, but he'll run into the defender or he'll run about the fucking park, and you're like, what are we doing here? Yeah. Is this the Trapanovsky we're getting today? But yesterday against Hibs, he did all right.
Yep. Ross Graham went off.
He did, and I hope he's all right, because we didn't need him injured, because he's been class for a comeback, as we all thought he would be. I think sometimes when people get the captain's armband, they maybe lose a bit for their performance, but if anything, that he's even more solid, I think. So I'm hoping that that's nothing serious, and it's just for him as well, because like his head would have been really doing at the start of the season when you get told you want to be captain, and then a recurring injury happens. So hopefully it's nothing sinister, and we can get him back. Hopefully for the Aberdeen game, to be honest with you.
I think he'll be all right.
I hope so.
I think he'll be all right. I'm only saying that because you got dealt off again for your sister for calling him a ball star. So
it's you that says that. I don't know he is the words.
Kenny's dad said he looked like sheep. That touch.
That's like
funny. But I think he hopefully he'll be all right.
Yeah, hopefully. Fingers crossed. But yeah, it was a bit of a blow, but then Bert came on. And because he was going to be in the middle, I didn't really hear. No. There was maybe some fans thinking, Christ almighty, the last time we've seen this big lump, like he was getting list for Celtic. Yeah. But when he was in the middle, then I was comfortable with that. Like.
Yeah, I can't remember when it was, but let's just say Sam took in for the team. When the boy turned him inside out.
Boy skinned him. So you want to be critical. Say, look, you can't be getting skinned there.
I think Abdi gets skinned there because nobody's seen that coming.
Boy's done very well. But as you say, he done the exact thing that needed to be done there. And
somebody else
going to get a book.
Took in for the team and is now out of the Aberdeen game. Lucas Stevenson.
Yeah,
he's suspended now.
Is he? Oh, that's a disaster.
That's his sixth, unless you can. The rules are different now, but that's his sixth.
No, they do change halfway through the season, but are we there yet?
Yeah, we'll not be there yet, but he's definitely the Aberdeen game.
Right, anything to get Christmas back, hey, man.
How can I
Neymar on us?
Fucking right.
What's an arsehole?
Hopefully he's not pulling his sister like Neymar, but allegedly. Yeah, so that's a bit of a blow.
That is a blow, yeah.
Because again, it adds to what could possibly the walking wounded going up to Aberdeen next week, when a point might look a pretty good result depending on what team you've got. But yeah, that was another end that took it.
Does Lucan not get booked against Celtic for something completely?
They gave so I was going to get to the referees, right, as a separate bit for both games. You've probably seen the photo. Max Waters' tap is over his head.
I seen it at the time and I was losing it. Forgot about it because we beat them. And then I think it was Byron Smith on Twitter or something. Posted it the next day and says, guess why gets the foul? Yeah. And that came flooding.
Yeah. So there was some fucking moments. I was going to mention actually the referees collectively, but yeah, Luca got booked for fucking nothing.
It was just it was nothing. It was just stupidity. But there was nothing in it. Just go and speak to them and say, like, just get on with it. Both of yous. But no, but the reason I say that is because I'm sure he's been booked for a couple of things this season. You're like, what? It's not a booking, and now ultimately you're confirming that he's suspended.
I'm 99.9% sure he is, but
yeah, that's a
don't
blow.
say that as a Dode Fox fact.
No, that's a blow because he makes us a better team when he's in it, definitely.
Oh, what do you do in the midfield?
Well, you strap up Kamara.
Vito
Bandit
goes in
come
the
everywhere.
midfield. Sam needs to play. You know, we'll get to that though. That's coming up. But I've got it down here. There was well, I don't know how to pronounce his name, so we'll just call him Kludgy. When the Kludgy broke through, Dave Richards saved it and Sam cleared that off the line.
Yes. Kind of half sclaffed it off the line, if truth be told.
Oh, that could.
I could have done with that, but I ended up in the Dode Fox stand.
Oh, it was on his left peg.
I didn't fucking care.
Can't wait you're on it.
Like, he needs to get better connection on that. But ultimately, we kept out the goal.
And then Veach got a couple of goals late on, and that was kind of
it. Yeah, I think we were the better team. Like, you could, in the second half, you could argue that they were maybe there for the take in. But I think at the start of this episode, you said before the Motherwell game, if somebody had offered you 5 points for these 3 games, because I had we're getting in. Ron.
And then after Motherwell, you got awfully confident and had we hitting 7.
I had we're getting 7.
But you generally did have a hitting then.
But that's
because the form we were in, the way we were playing.
In that run of form, and not just the run of form, like, because you can be in a poor run of form, but you could come away from games thinking, we were really unlucky there, or I could see what we were doing. We didn't get the breaks, but we were playing shite. Like, there's no getting away from it. Like, people at the club might disagree, but some of the performances that we were were stinking.
I think we know that we weren't playing great in some games. I mean, Falkirk especially. Like, you can't even find a positive in some of their games.
No.
But again, on some of them, should have been Rangers.
Yeah.
Like, there's games like that we should have done better. Yeah. I'm not saying VAR were the reason we didn't beat Kilmarnock, but come on. Again, things like that go against you.
But again, even the performance wasn't great that night. And that's how I was of the opinion, right? We're coming up against a Motherwell team that are playing Aberdeen off the park. Celtic, we're record against Celtic. We've spoke about that at length. And then Hibs yesterday. Like, we
love a draw, don't we, Hibs?
At that point, yeah, we do. At that point, they weren't in terrible form, and now they're in a wee bit lesser form. So yeah, I didn't see us getting anything. So to get 5 points for the games, considering the effort that went into them as well, I can't be too disappointed, really.
Yeah, injuries overshadow the point slightly.
Yeah,
depending how serious they are.
Yeah, no doubt. We can deal with that.
We've now drawn 9 of our 18 league games.
Yeah, too many draws. Like, but we all know that. That's no breaking news. Like, and there's definitely been games in that, like the 2 that you've just highlighted, the Rangers games. Like, we probably should win them, and then everything looks a lot better. Are we further up the table? I think we might just be a place further up the table if we get the extra 4 points. But ultimately, we've done it. The league table doesn't lie. We've played enough games now. It's not like we're 3 games into the season and we're sitting wherever. Like, there's a fair body of work being put in place already so far, and we are where we are because that's where we deserve to be.
Yeah. Man of the match?
Wasn't it Dave Richards? I didn't realise that his wife was the match sponsor. But there you go.
Clayton Caravan Park. Hospitality for that.
Yeah. I probably, at the game, I thought it was Luca. I thought it was Luca because he just such a big fan of him as well. And we've said it before, we've said it at length. Like, he's a lone player. You wouldn't know it. Like, if you didn't know better, you'd be like that. He must be the token United fan in that team because he gives us all every game. And even when he's doing and he looks like he's injured, gets up, brushes it off, gets on with it. And he's got the goal yesterday, but he put himself about. And for me, he was the best player in Tangerine.
Yeah. Obviously go to Aberdeen on Saturday. 5:45 kick-off for that one. I think obviously Strain, Graham, Carestes, Kamara. Of Luca's out. You know, it could be really interesting how we line up for that. And I mean, you're just getting back to having, a strong bench and then things like that. But obviously, I would imagine Dario Namo will be in there.
It's got to be.
Hopefully, Graham and Carestes can come through it.
Yeah.
Sam on the other side, we each go in midfield possibly next to Sibbald.
Yeah, I would say no issues whatsoever if young Sam's in the team. I mean, I've been wanting him in the team for a few weeks anyway, for one reason or another. So if he's in the team, because when he's come on yesterday, he's done nothing wrong.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like he's no missed a beat for the end of the season when he was in the team and he was playing very well for us.
Yep.
So it'll be interesting to see. I think, as you say, a lot of it will be dependent on injuries that clear up and whatever. I don't care if they'll take it slightly lighter in training this week, just to make sure that we didn't pick up any more silly injuries, because we can't really be doing with that. I think an issue that we've got though is that Waters isn't fit, and like regardless of what Jim Goodwin says, I think he's very ruthless with players, and he'll have seen enough now. We've not really seen Eskison again, and I think Moller, I'm not really sure what he's bringing to us, or if we're just maybe not playing to his strengths, because the amount of time, I thought he's going to change his name to Smaller, like yesterday, the amount of times that he didn't win the ball in the air, and looking at him, that's the sort of thing that you would assume, this boy's, he's going to win everything in the air. He's such a big unit of a man, but I don't think he wins his fair share. But then 2 minutes after he lost yet another header, the ball's at his feet, he takes a touch, he skins the boy, and he plays a great ball out, and you're like, that's obviously his strength. But as an out-and-out striker, I said it a couple of weeks ago, I just didn't see where he's going to get us goals. I just didn't. I'm not sure the best use of him. Some people will say there's no best use of him, but like he's definitely got ability. I'm just not sure if he needs to play up front in a two, and he's the guy that's maybe laying things off and setting things up for a poacher, or for a mere, like a goal scorer, if you will. But I think we're at the stage now where when subbies are needing to be made, and if Marks is starting games, I would take Owen Sturton coming on. I'd take him coming off the bench.
Yeah, I think he's certainly to get an opportunity. But again, ultimately I would like Sapsford to be through the middle.
And if we start the game with Sapsford and Waters, then an option is, if Waters can't last any more than an hour, then Sapsford goes in the middle and you stick at Dolchik, or you stick at Trapanovsky, or if Fatah's on the bench that day, then that's what you would do. So there is options. But we need to get Waters fit, and your mate Moller needs to start scoring a goal somewhere, somehow.
Yeah.
Preferably at Pittodrie next week.
Yeah.
That'd be class.
They go to Parkhead today.
I hope they get absolutely mulcted.
Well, they'll beat again. Was it Thursday? And then Europe Thursday, they'll beat again.
They did. Yeah, it was not a game though, was it? They were gutted by then.
Apart from the Dosh, that's not been a great campaign for them.
Nah. See my finished bottom of that Conference League?
No.
Rapid Vienna. Dead last. 36 out of 36. I think Aberdeen were like 30.
They were stuck in last.
35th, yeah. Dreadful. What could have been?
Yeah. So it's going to be it's on the telly, isn't it? Because that's how it's.
I'm going now, so I'm not caring.
It's fair 45. It's got to be on the TV.
Well, if it's on the TV, you'll know how to leave the country. So for your sake, I'm happy, Rondo.
Correct, Amundo. Full fixture list next Saturday. Hibs Hearts 12:30.
Excellent.
Dundee Falkirk, Livingston Celtic, Rangers Motherwell, St Mirren Kilmarnock, and then us against Aberdeen at 5:45. Then Tuesday night on the 30th, it's Dundee Kilmarnock, Hibs Aberdeen. We go to Livingston, Rangers St Mirren, and Motherwell against Celtic, which brings us round to the 3rd of January. Celtic against Rangers, us against Dundee, Falkirk Aberdeen, Hearts Livy, Killie Hibs, and Motherwell against St Mirren. It's the week after that. We then go to Parkhead.
Get it.
Do you want to do your good, bad, and ugly now?
Yeah, we'll get out of the way, Rondo. The good, after 11 years, we finally got a win against Celtic. And on a personal level, it was the first time I've witnessed us beating them. We my bear in there. It was magical. The bad is the injury list appears to be growing again, which is far from ideal, and certainly it's not going to help us in our pursuit. Mind we used to use that word?
Oh, dinner.
Of top 6 this season. And the ugly. Well, let's bestow that award upon the Green Brigade this week, Just because.
Quite something, wasn't it? Anyway. So last night, there was Christmas drinks in Heggie. So, went down for it. So me and Dave headed down. We were first end's there, and it was still people milling about in that. And Andy McGregor for Farfar come over to speak to us, and he made a point to say, it's Andy McGregor for Farfar. I said, that's fine. So a couple of points for this. He expects us to get 2 million for Sapsford. I thought, fair play.
Mm-hmm.
His favourite, I'm sure he said all-time player, but could be interview, is the Major, Andy Rowland. So I said I would also remind him that we've done George Fleming. It's episode 279. And there was some stories going back and forward about that. And then the ultimate point when I was nearly asking for first aid and because I collapsed, as he said, see, every Monday morning, I find myself agreeing and realising Paul talks sense.
I would have collapsed. Was this boy steaming drunk?
You're pint in his hand.
What number of
I don't care.
the day was that?
I just thought, wow.
Yeah, they're no words that often get said by anybody anywhere about any Paul.
Yeah.
So fair play.
But he was
I'm not even sure I agree with him.
Well, certainly never. But yeah, Andy Faye Farfar, he come over and had a blether.
Nice one. Thank you very much, Andy Faye Farfar. I hope you have a lovely Christmas.
And I think he can't. I had a lot of pals, or his son's pals, or something, were Hibs and that, and so he was desperate to get up.
My son's a Hibby these days.
So it seems, So Andy, George Fleming, episode 279. So it was Christmas drinks in the Hague. So me and Dave were sensible, right? Mm-hmm. So I was working, obviously, so I was just on the juice, and then I was like, get 7 o'clock, I'll head up the road, and Dave was the Prosecco Princess, his wife Pam was picking him up, and I think we headed for a kebab platter for the Azad. You want to know what's in a kebab platter?
Doner.
So it serves up to 2 people, which means it serves you, right?
1.
Chicken tikka, lamb shashlik, kofta and doner, served on a bed of fried rice with grilled onions and peppers, accompanied with a separate salad, kebab sauce, garlic mayo, and 2 breads. Much you think?
Sounds good, whatever it is. I'm going to say £15.
$16.50. It's exceptional.
That's
sounds
good though.
That's exceptional, mate. I have went the other side of Dundee to get that one. Yeah. It was exceptional.
What was that? The Azad?
The Azad in Invergowrie. It's exceptional.
Miles away though.
That's well worth it.
Okay.
Dave Susan eat it.
Dave will not let me in.
Or eat it on the bonnet of his brand new car.
Could
even better. So we left early, and Mark McCreary and Richard Wiseman were clearly on it. They were last seen heading towards the Addy. I've not heard from either of them today, so might still be out.
check the cells at Bell Street. That's what we'll do.
Might still be in the Hague. Ain't a bit of a lock-in, so who knows. So, but yeah, it was good fun.
Nice one. No players are up. Pop in to say hello.
Players want deal was
McDonald's, really.
Well, he might have been Sheer milkshake. Your sip or mine. Probably bring their in straws though, because they done a last.
Yeah, they're hopeless.
Bring
doofers at
might call doofer someone else what he's with. I don't want to care about it. Anyway, so that was my Saturday night. Buy me a coffee this week, Paul.
Yes, we got 2. So Dr. Healis bought 2 coffees. Hello, lads. Thanks again for the post-match therapy session, the Motherwell one. Here's a couple of coffees to keep you boosted through the festive period. I hope Paul's right about the points tally against Celtic and Hibs. He was now. Keep up the good work. Cheers. Thank you very much, sir. And David Fife bought 5 coffees. David is obviously well in the festive cheer. Keep up the great work. It's always great to tune in. As an Arab exiled to the West Coast, I missed the after-game chats in the pub. Thanks again, lads. Arabest for the festive season. Arabest to yourself, David. Thank you.
Buymeacoffee.com/Dude Fox podcast. Much appreciated. Well, the kits this week then, Paul. What have you brought from the loft this week?
Well, it's not made it to my loft. Name on that.
Oh, I mind him.
He played in the
That's Greg Burnett.
He played in the Falkirk game, didn't he?
Yes.
When we got absolutely pumped. That's Jim something, maybe?
I thought it was Jim Duffy. Thought we'd been fucking had there.
Who knows? Who knows? But that top reminds me of Brewster, because I'm sure he was
player manager.
That's when he came in, player manager, and then did he not break his ankle in the first game?
He did,
disaster.
I don't know.
It's not the worst strip in the world.
Come on,
I like it.
Nah,
You don't like it?
come on. I think it reminds me of this tap.
McInnes.
I might be wrong though, but I think it'll be the same thing. Colin Samuel.
Yeah, I think so. I think he'd award that. Definitely. I quite like it. As you can see, it's still got the
that. Could be woke, yeah.
I might be able to sell that.
That could be woke, yeah.
You could ask him. I'm not asking him.
David Robertson, squad reserves. Can it be him? He'd have been. Oh, he might have been there. But anyway, it's what years is it?
0405. Might be the youth team. Might be the youth team. Like Greg Burnett, Ewan McLean. That'll probably be Walkie if it's the youth team then.
Maybe. But I like that. I like a plain strip.
Yeah, it's nice.
Can.
TFG. I mean, that's another in that you could probably punt out if you're listening. The money in the shop, because they're surely no still a company, are they? TFG? Wouldn't have thought so.
What did they stand for? The weekend? The football group? Nah, it's too shitey.
Maybe that's exactly what it is. So.
Maybe it is actually. That would be
the friendly giant.
Ah, how have you not got on then?
I'm no friendly on them. No, you anyway.
I've got another one that I've got a player issue shirt for you next week.
Oh, nice.
It's probably no far away for that.
TFG effort, you reckon?
I mean, it's out there, but I can't see it here.
That's for next week.
It's
reveal will be next week.
It might be actually. I need to see.
Player issue. So there's a name and number on the back? Excellent.
And the patchy things on the sleeve.
Excellent.
Yeah, show that off. But cheers again to
Andrew Welsh. Top man.
Very much so. I think it's time for this week's Tannadice Test, Paul. And given it's Christmas, you've got something you could win.
Oh, no.
Would you like me to show your prize?
I'm hoping it's a box of roses or something. That'd be class. Is that getting picked up on the screen? Oh, dear Lord.
That's your prize.
I had this.
There's nothing dodgy about it.
Right, I'll have it.
Does it feel normal?
It does now, but I can't exactly what it is.
Feel normal with that. So this is your prize.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll dangle on its end.
Will it?
Look.
You sure?
Look.
I think it might break the table. The wet to it. Right, okay. Jeezy peeps. No pressure then. No pressure.
Well, no pressure for a... told you there was another phallic shape thing coming.
Jeez,
Round number 1 is player profile. Born April 19th, 1994. Midfielder. Signed July 15th, 2017 by Ray McKinnon. Played 102 times. Scored 12 goals. But who is he?
So he's 31.
Yes. They cut maths for that.
Paul McMullen? Hey. Paul McMullen.
Paul McMullen. It's no
Paul McMullen.
No. Your dad will be disappointed.
It's Samuel Stanton.
It is Samuel Stanton. Not a good start.
Not a good start.
To win
the Bobby.
What this could be. Higher or lower? Noel Hunt scored 28 goals for United, but is sports scene Stephen Thompson's goal tally higher or lower?
I'm thinking it's got to be higher.
I mean, given you've got something here that you could win.
Noel Hunt was only at 3 years, maybe. Stephen Thompson was at United for 7 years. He's got to have scored more than 28.
You going higher?
I'm going higher.
I'll put a number on it.
31.
It's higher. 32.
Well, I'm happy with my guess. I'm happy I got it right.
I'll bet you are.
My goodness.
Games or goals has returned. Remember that? From back in the day. 5 players, 5 numbers. Can you pair up the player at the number and which is either games they played or goals they scored for United.
Right, okay.
Your numbers are 17, 21, 166.
Can I write this down on my
You
phone?
can write this down on your phone, yeah. Just make sure I can see what you're up to.
Right.
Pick,
So, 17?
pick up new ironing board.
17?
17, 21, 166,
Jeez.
203, 284. Play along at home, but you cannot win this thing that I'm very enjoying holding.
Okay.
Your players are... Shit, I've made an error here.
This is riveting for the viewers and listeners, I'm sure.
Barry Robson,
Barry Robson. Okay.
Billy McKinlay, Christian Daly, Craig Easton, and Peter Mackay.
Barry Robson, Billy McKinlay, Christian Daly,
Craig Easton, Peter
Easton.
Mackay. 17, 21, 166, 203, 284. If you are a relatively new listener to the podcast, we used to play games or goals every week. And this is, me and Paul would take turns week to week about doing this. And there would be fights, arguments, uncalled for shouts. You're an arsehole. But never was such a glorious prize that just happens to look like this
Dodgy.
to win. What's your initial thoughts? Where are you going?
Well, I've answered that essentially on my phone.
Go on then.
But it doesn't feel right.
Oh, right.
But I'm going to say it anyway. So I've got 17 for Craig Easton because I'm assuming that's goals. But I'll be amazed if Craig Easton scored 17 goals. I've then got 21 goals for Christian Daly. I've got 166 games for Barry Robson, which now that I've said that out loud, doesn't seem right. Peter Mackay, 203 goals. And Billy McKinlay, 284 appearances.
Okay.
0 out of 5.
I'll give you 5 seconds. You want to change it?
No, I'm not changing that.
Okay. Who is United's top ever goal scorer?
Peter Mackay.
With how many?
I'm hoping 203.
Correct.
Right, so I'm happy with that. I thought that straight away.
Craig Easton.
Yeah.
You went 17
He's probably honest.
goals. Correct.
Is that right? He scored 17 goals.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Barry Robson.
166 appearances.
Correct. That's too high. Or too low.
It's probably too high. I'm thinking.
It's bang on.
Bang on. Jeez, he beeps here. This is all right. 3 out of 3 so far.
Billy McKinlay.
284.
Christian Daly.
21 goals, surely.
And you've got 284 and you've got 21. Now, it's pretty obvious one of them is games and one of them will be goals.
Yeah.
But have you got it in the right order?
Let's find out.
So are you saying Christian Daly, why is he played more than that, less than 284? And has Billy McKinlay scored more or less 21? How have you come at that?
You could, I don't know, a hunch, but you could make an argument that they both fit that number. There can't be much in it, I wouldn't think.
What name would you like me to tell you?
Billy McKinlay.
Billy McKinlay, 284? Correct.
Wow. Rondo, I've knocked this out the park. Is that a baseball bat in there?
Yeah.
You've just hit a home run here.
A couple of baseballs in the bottom. Yes, it might be. Correct. 5 out of 5.
Are you as stunned as I am? You must.
Correct. Also played for
Here we go. Back to normal now.
Clyde, Falkirk, Hibs, Inverness, Queen of the South, Ross County.
So United must have been the best team he played for.
I hope people just skim through this bit and just see me hudding this.
Yeah, beside me.
But
Clyde, Falkirk, Queen of the South, Hibs. Well, Inverness.
Mm-hmm. People listening audio only going, what are these donuts on about? Check YouTube, you'll see.
John Rankin.
Correct.
John Rankin.
Podcast Paul John Rankin.
Excellent.
Who am I? Here.
Who is that?
Almost in arm's length. That's fucking is an arm's length. I began my playing career with Middlesbrough. I moved to Rotherham United and also gained an international cap in a 5-0 win against Israel. I had a trial at United and then they spent 30 grand on us. It took me a month to make my debut, came in a 2-0 win away to Kilmarnock. Imagine that feat these days. I made 38 appearances for United. My last game was in a 2-0 derby win in a game that saw Dundee not only concede 2 goals, but they also picked up 2 red cards from Hugh Dallas. I played 14 further games in my playing career and I've been involved in coaching and management ever since. Who am I?
Callum O'Hanlon.
Ooh, Callum O'Hanlon! Ken, what's going to be a seat now?
When it's no.
When it's no him. And you didn't get that. But it is him!
Yes! Callum O'Hanlon. Rondo. This is a tremendous day for me in your wee test.
You may now open your prize.
Super.
Let's see what you've got.
Do you not get to keep it to Christmas Day?
Nah,
got to open it now. Let's go with one of the baubles. Oh, look at that. It's a Terry's Mint Orange. I like that, Rondo. Excellent. I feel like I've earned that.
Terry's want to sponsor the podcast.
Yeah.
Touch.
Yep.
Via the website.
It's a second Terry's Mint Orange, and this has got to be for Stornoway. It's got to be, or I'll be amazed. And Rondo?
It's a big bobby!
It is from Stornoway. They should sponsor us as well. Happily.
1.2 kilo of pure.
Fantastic.
Girth.
When's it go today, Rondo?
End of
the day? Shit, right, that's what's for tea then, that's fine. Thank you very much. But I earned it.
I mean, confidence there. Loan report,
yes.
Team. Pardon me, what's going on?
No much. Miller Thompson at Ross County. No Miller Thompson for County yesterday. I can only assume that he's injured again. As for County themselves, dearie me, Rondo. Pumped 2-0 at him for Arbroath. Worse than shite. Charlie Dewar at Alloa. Charlie was in his usual place as centre-half as they travel to face Hamilton on Saturday, but it would again be a poor result for the Wasps as they fell to their 3rd defeat on the spin. Charlie played the 90 minutes, but couldn't do enough to help his side as they lost 1-0. Lewis O'Donnell at Cove Rangers. It was a 2-game week for Lewis. It was the Diddy Cup last Tuesday night as Cove versus Partick up at Cove. Lewis started the match and played for 60 minutes before being withdrawn, and Partick won 2-1 on the night. On Saturday, Lewis would be off to Fife to face Kelty Hearts on league duty as the 2 worst sides in the league squared off. Lewis would be in his usual starting spot for this one and played awfully well. It turned into Cove's best result of the season as they ran out 5-2 winners, with Lewis himself getting on the score sheet by notching the 5th before he was withdrawn in the 88th minute. A rare broad day for the lad this season, Rondo. Lewis Haldane at Cowdenbeath. There was no game this week for Cowdenbeath, so Lewis was twiddling his thumbs. The academy team. Last Monday, the under-19s headed down to Rugby Park and got an absolute scalping, 6-1. They'll likely be happy that they now have no game until Hearts come calling to Foundation Park on the 5th of January. The women's team. United welcomed Graham Hart's Garth Cairns side to Foundation Park last week, and by half-time they had the points wrapped up. A quick-fire double from Danny Finlay was then followed by a Rachel Todd effort, and that was essentially all she wrote. It meant that the team are now 7 games unbeaten as they head to Stirling this weekend, where they will be favourites to continue that good run of form and pick up the 3 points.
On this day, in association with the Arab Archive, preserving the history of Dundee United Football Club since 2006, we are off to Nave Place, 22nd December, as our focus today, and not that long-shaped girthy thing he's got on Memphis. 1984, Pittodrie proved a happy hunting ground for United. The winning margin could have easily been greater. After starting off in fine fashion, Aberdeen surprisingly had the best early opportunity to score. Frank McDougall was adjudged to have been tripped by Richard Gough in the box He took the kick himself, but he shot past the post. After dominating most of the first half, United had nothing to show for their efforts. McDougall missed a chance early in the second half, and that was the Dons' last scoring chance. United took the lead in the 48th minute, and Eamon Bannon cross was headed down past Leighton by Richard Gough. That lead should have been extended in the 72nd minute, but Alex Taylor knocked John Holt's fine cross just wide of the far post. It finished United 0, Dundee United 1. United ended their 3-game winless streak in the Scottish Championship in 2018 with a 2-1 victory over Falkirk. Sam Stanton scored the opening goal with a deflected shot. Pavel Shafranko added a second goal from a Fraser Aird corner. Podcast pal Paul Payton was sent off for headbutting Shafranko, and Aaron Muirhead scored a late consolation goal for the visitors. It finished United 2, Falkirk 1.
Mind of that.
Yes.
The Payton gets sent off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do mind that.
Yeah.
Mind
Did
that.
we ask him about that? We must have.
Must have.
That wouldn't have slipped our attention, surely.
Man off. It was a while ago we'd done that. He was in the... I would need to go to the website and check, but I can't say this to somebody. Was it after the game? Saturday, maybe. It might have been. And they were saying they were relatively new to the podcast, maybe in the last sort of season or so. And they asked, "Oh, what about this player, that player?" I was like, "Oh, we've done them. They're on." I says, "But a lot were done during the SeaWorld time." Thinking I'm back on holiday. I says, there's loads on there, and I actually say, "Well, you kind of enjoy." I says, like Johnny Russell's been on, and John Rankin, and Paul Payton, and sort of mentioned that, and they were like, "Oh, you need to get the deer on." Like, I was like, "He's been on that."
He's been on, yeah.
I says, and if you've not today for about 8 hours, put Sean Dillon on.
Yeah.
You know, so it said that. So if you want to check it, I go to the website. You can go to episodes. You can see them all. You can just actually search names, and it kind of comes up. So yeah, we've been immensely lucky.
We have, yeah. Like I got a phone call after the game yesterday for Boney, another podcast pal, and he said that he was in the snug. And I'm not saying I didn't believe him, but it wasn't very noisy behind him, so I was able to clearly hear him. So I was like, "You sure you're in the snug?" So anyway, he was in the snug, and he said, "I'm speaking to a United fan. He comes over from Belfast for every home game." He says he just flies over on his end, stays in a hotel, goes to the game, goes in. I was like, "Oh, that's a decent story. Like, I'd be brought to speak to him, man." He said, "I'll send you his number, no bother." So he then texts about 2 hours later, did I send you that number?" I was like, no, I didn't send it. He was like, "All right, I don't know what I've done." He gets another text from him this morning. He's like, "I don't know what I've done with that boy's number, and I can't mind his name." So, if you were the man speaking to Boney, feel free to give a shout, or even myself, and like maybe into the new year, it would be class to get you on and speak to you. Because Boney was no help whatsoever. Absolutely in.
That's absolutely brilliant.
Absolutely in.
That's brilliant.
Speaking of this boy, cool. Get his name, get his number. I've sent it to you. No, you've not. So maybe he was in the snug. Maybe he was well on.
That's
Who knows?
class. Yeah. No. It's always. This is a funny period just now. There's a lot of games, and again, there's only been 2 games here, and we're at a near 2-hour episode.
Ridiculous.
Right before Christmas.
Ridiculous.
So yeah, stuff like that's always good. Or if you just happen to know some ex-players that we've maybe not mentioned or that, you feel free to get in touch. And we can sort of touch base with some of them if it's of interest.
Yeah, we'll ramp it up a wee bit into the new year, hopefully. Get a few names and whatever.
Aye, after Paul's finished his Blackburn.
Correct.
Could take a while.
That'll not see 6 o'clock at night, Ron.
Sat there in his pants, eating Blackburn like it's a jumbo sausage for the jar. Right, that is episode 315. Finally done. You can find out more, DodeFoxPodcast.com. Do follow us on the socials. We're at Dode Fox Podcast. You can like, subscribe, click the notification bell on YouTube, and you can support the pod at buymeacoffee.com/Dode Fox Podcast. Do have a great week. Stay safe. Don't forget to wash your hands and your arsehole. And of course, on behalf of myself and Paul, do have a very Merry Christmas.